Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge, big game tonight. So I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be tasty. Tasty, very, very tasty. Real Madrid against Benfica. All the trouble last week, and it was trouble, let's be honest. Could be a tasty game tonight. All your kisses, sweeter than honey. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. That's what we want tonight. A bit of respect. Just a little bit. Respect. Just a little bit. We do. We need a bit of R-A-S-P-E-C-T. Look, obviously, it's always good to watch a game with a bit of taste. But there is a serious conversation to be had here. And hopefully, it's tasty in a competitive way and not in a way that, leads to any more trouble. Okay, this will be tasty. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Looking forward to it. I mean, I've got to be honest, I wasn't actually looking to watch this tonight when I was looking at it a couple of weeks ago. But I think there's just, it has turned into quite an interesting evening because we saw Bodo Glimt knock out Inter Milan last night, which I think was incredible. I nearly did a video on it, but I thought it won't get many views. And I'm such a narcissist that I really will not bother doing any video if it gets less than 50,000 views, because to me that's like 0 views, even though to most people it would make them very excited. Anything less than 50,000 views and it's like I shouldn't have bothered. So I thought if I do Bodo Glimt, that will definitely happen, and I don't like that. So I did something else instead. But I thought, we'll talk about it on That's Football tonight. And I think that Bodo Glimt beating Inter Milan is just incredible, considering Inter Milan were in the final last year. So absolutely fantastic for them. And I'm looking forward to the Champions League draw on Friday, of which will be live, because as much as Man United aren't in it this year, and we bloody will be, I do like watching the Champions League. And most years, Man United aren't in it. But also tonight, we've just kicked off here. Who do you want to win? I'd like Benfica to score, just to make it interesting. And I really do like this guy, Rios. Fantastic player. He's too good for Benfica. And that's being disrespectful, but Richard Rios is incredible. I don't know why a Premier League club didn't go for him last summer. I'm a massive fan of his. I think he's a brilliant, brilliant player. So, but look, Atalanta have just, talk about Inter Milan, Atalanta have just knocked out Dortmund as well. Dortmund with 3-1 up from the home leg. They've lost 4-1 and 2 players got sent off as well. So, huge result there as well. Inter Milan and Dortmund out. What that means is, on Friday, somebody's going to get a decent game, aren't they? Atalanta, Bodo Glimt. Someone's going to get quite a better draw than Inter Milan or Dortmund. So, there are positives to that. Juventus are going to go out. They're 5-2 down to Galatasaray, but we could see a miracle there. Real Madrid are 1-0 up here. On aggregate, and PSG are 3-2 up against Monaco, but they're at home for their second leg as well. So let's see. It could be an interesting night. Team news, if you're not aware of these teams, Real Madrid's Courtois, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Asensio, Rudiger and Alvaro Fernandez. So 2 fullbacks, 1 Man United X and 1 Liverpool X. Chelsea Courtois X, Rudiger Chelsea X. Asensio just didn't bother playing in England. Valverde, Güler, Tchouaméni and Camavinga. And then Garcia and Vinicius Jr. So a few players out for Real Madrid. No Mbappe and no Rodrigo and no Bellingham. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Benfica gets something, because this is not Real Madrid's strongest team. Benfica, Trubin, Dedic, Araujo, Otamendi, Dahl, Barrera, Osnes, Rafa, Shader up, Pavidas, and then number 20 is Rios, the player who is just about to receive the ball here. No, give it to Reyes. He is the player. He is the player. So, love the morning show this morning, Mark. Hope for some drama in this match. I hated the evening show tonight, Snoopy. I hate doing those sort of shows, but it's based on fact. And yeah, I loved the morning show. It was really good fun. And then the evening show, it's just I don't like it. It sends me into like angry and negativity because it's true, you know. But hi Mark, have you had a Moscow Mule yet? No, we need to sort this. You know what? I've got potentially, you know, I've told you. And look, not everybody's here. We've only got 5,000 watching at the moment, so you are the lucky few. Although this is a good run. Very good run. Let's see what happens. Benfica, that'll be a... No, he's kept it in. Cross comes in, went near post. Good start by Benfica, this. It was a good run by Dedic. And Arbeloa used to play for Liverpool as well. I have wrote down Moscow Mule for Sunday because it's got to be in a copper cup, yeah. It's a Moscow Mule, a vodka drink in a copper cup. That's the one. So I told you about a month ago, we're working on 2, potentially 3, but hopefully 2, maybe none, but hopefully 2. Flick on, Courtois gets hold of it. I'll tell you what, Benfica have started off really well here. I think they've got a chance. But yeah, you know, like last season we had the Bundesliga. I released a book the year before that. I've played in the Sidemen charity match. Every year we've been fortunate that there's always been something really big to announce. Well, I'm hoping this year there might be 2 things, maybe 3 things. Could be the biggest year yet. But you don't count your chickens in life. You never know. It's never done till it's done. If on Sunday it's done, I'll have a Moscow Mule for Arsenal-Chelsea. One of them we might be able to even announce on Sunday. So fingers crossed. Because it's all about the community. Everything's about you. And obviously me, and you're secondary, but not much. Couldn't do it without you. Well, but... Oh! Shot straight at Courtois. Benfica have started off fantastic here. Who do you want to win, everybody? They look good, Benfica, don't they? They do. They look proper good. Started off really well. Have you got Premier League rights? Robert, I can categorically say no. Goldbridge karaoke would be really fun, says it's me. Thank you very much, pal. Thanks for your super chats that are coming in. Please do share the video. Champions League night. I'm not going to be on Strictly either. But Real Madrid have got some fantastic players, and here's one of them, Vinicius Jr. He will be up for it tonight, and he's in, and that's a good tackle. He wants a penalty. Screaming for a penalty. I don't think it is. But if he thinks that's a penalty and it's not, ooh, I mean, he doesn't get the ball. He catches him. He does catch him late and he doesn't get the ball. It could be a penalty. I mean, the shot's gone. It's one of those, isn't it? I mean, it's a FIFA penalty. You definitely know they've played on. It's one of them there for me. Like, he definitely does catch him late. Rios, go wide. Puts the cross in. Good defending. Trent. No, would you have given a penalty there? I probably wouldn't. In a game of this magnitude, it's what you call the shot's gone and then you've been fouled. But on FIFA and FC 26, that would be a penalty. Is that going round? Every time I look at it, it's... Yeah, it is. Every time I look at it, it's Benfica. Sometimes I get that. Still Benfica. Still Benfica. We don't know where Mourinho is because... there we go. It's not just that. 65% possession for Benfica. I don't know where Jose is. I mean, he is the manager, but he's not on the touchline. I think he might have got... did he get a suspended or something? Welcome to the Wrexham stand. Why are people talking about Wrexham? Why would it be anything to do with Wrexham? It's not Premier League rights. Neither of them are that. Bloody hell. I'm not that wealthy. Dickie says penalty, get stuffed. Well, I tell you what, it's been a good start to the game. Just to talk through some of these players, by the way, because the World Cup is coming up and you might not know a lot about Benfica. I certainly don't, so it's a bit of an education piece for me as well. I mean, I know a couple of their players. But Andreas Scheiderup, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, another Norwegian. So you might not have heard of him. Some of you will. We all know about people like Nusa and Haaland and Odegaard and a few others. But Bob, I think he's one as well. But Scheiderup, who is playing on the wing for number 21 for Benfica, is 21 years of age, another Norwegian that you might see in the World Cup, so keep an eye out on him. Who else is high chilling with Marky Marks, is Tom? Scheiderup, sorry. Scheiderup. So keep an eye out for him. We should. I think Rafa plays for Benfica. Well, plays for Benfica. He's the Portuguese lad, isn't he? Does quite well for them, I'm sure. I'm sure he's had a few games for Portugal. Yeah, I think he played in the. Oh, maybe it's not that Rafa then. Someone says it's not that Rafa. It's not Nadal. Is it the Rafa who plays for Portugal? I think it is. Rios, number 20. Yeah, keep an eye out for him. I really like him. I actually think Man United should have probably gone for him. I know Fulham looked at him. He's about 26, so... the striker, Pavlidis, if you can't... I mean, he's Greek. Come on. Figure it out. Real Madrid don't look great. Stephen Johnson, welcome to the Members Club. Thanks for getting your badge in, sir. Yeah, they haven't started off that well. There's another Norwegian. You're right. There is another Norwegian in this Benfican side. He's the midfielder, Fredrik Orsnes, playing in the midfield. So Mourinho definitely likes Norwegian things. They're going to be an interesting team in the World Cup. I know nothing about Norway. I don't think I've watched a Norway international game since the 90s. I mean, I can't think of the last time I watched Norway play. That's a lovely ball. Well done, Rudiger. Pavlidis is there. Name off. Oh, come on. Get a goal. It would make it so exciting. They've played well. They played very well, Benfica. Well, they're an interesting team, actually. There's Barrera in the midfield. He was just closing down, the number 18 for Benfica. Now, there's an interesting story for him because he actually plays for Luxembourg. So you've got a Norwegian in the midfield, and next to him is Barrera, who plays for Luxembourg. He's got 71 caps for Luxembourg, and playing in the midfield tonight. They move the ball around very nicely. Where are they in the league? Portuguese league. God, they're in 4th. What's going on, Jose? No, they're not. They're in 3rd. No, they're not. What's going on here? No, they're in third. They're in third. Benfica are really weird this season. They're in third place, but they're the only team unbeaten. That's mad, isn't it? They're 7 points off Porto, who've had a brilliant season. Oh, go on! Put the cross in! Oh! Get in! Benfica! He can't be offside. He can't be offside! He can't be offside! What a start by Benfica! Benfica! 1-0. Get in! Lovely start. I mean, I just want to see a game. I want to see a good game tonight. I mean, look, Courtois nearly makes an amazing save. They get in. They get in. The cross comes in. I think it's Rudiger slides to get it. Oh, no, it's not. It's Asensio slides to get it. Look at this again. Rios. What a ball. Rios in behind. Pavidas puts the cross in. Asensio slides to get it. Brilliant save by Courtois. And then Rafa's there to tap it in. What a little slide rule pass by Rios, though, to get Pavidas in. And Real Madrid have started off really badly here. Trent, typical Trent, marking his arse. Literally, Liverpool fans will be there going, we're so used to that. We're so used to that. He doesn't know how to mark, does he? Game on. But Benfica have been the better team in the first 15 minutes. That's the breaking news. That is the breaking news. They've been the better side. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, Benfica are third in the Portuguese league, but they're the only team unbeaten. They've not lost a game. But they're 7 points off the top. Because they've drawn 7 games and Porto have only drawn 2. Porto are having a great season. Faria's, is it Faria the manager there? Doing a great job. So Rafa has opened up the scoring here. Real Madrid look way off it. And of course, Real Madrid, no Bellingham, no Mbappe. I don't see Real Madrid winning the Champions League this year, do you? I know Real Madrid have been underdogs before, as amazing as that sounds, and won it, but they don't look anywhere near good enough this year. The announcement is Mark becoming the director of football at Man United. Bring Rios in. Calling it now. Mark's going on the traitors. Oh, you've ruined it, Forms. You've absolutely ruined it. Right, we've got a real game on here now. Benfica have been brilliant. Cut back. This could be a goal. Tchouaméni! It is. 1-1. First attack. Goal Real Madrid. That's a kick in the nuts. That is a kick in the nuts. It's a lovely finish by Tchouaméni. Look, long way to go. But a good goal. All the time in the world on the edge of the box. I don't know who cuts it back. It might be Trent. Let's have a look. No, it won't be. I think it's Valverde. It's a lovely goal, to be fair. You can't save that. Lovely play by Valverde to cut it back. And there he is, Tchouaméni. All the time in the world just to place it in the bottom corner. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. We've got a good game here. How do Benfica react to that? Will it wake Real Madrid up? Why do I want Benfica to win? I don't really want Benfica to win. I just want to. I want to watch a good game. You know, I wasn't going to cover the playoffs of the Champions League because I didn't think they looked that good. Here we go again. They're in again here, Benfica. Oh, good defending that time by Madrid. See what they're attacking a lot, but here Real Madrid have got a bit of space. Do you want Madrid to win? No, I mean, you'd always want the underdog, wouldn't you? It's me, says Goldbridge. Oh, I've done that one, haven't I? Thank you very much. Goldbridge karaoke. I just want United to be good to see you smile, says Zuta. Thank you very much. Well, Real Madrid seem to have woken up a little bit here. Who do I want to win? I mean, I've always liked Real Madrid, and I've got nothing against Real Madrid. I know some people do. I don't have anything against Barcelona, though. I just don't get involved in that. And I think a tournament's always exciting. You know, if next round we got Liverpool, Real Madrid, it's a big game. But if a team... Benfica have impressed me in this first 20 minutes. And, you know, ultimately I want to watch a good game of football. I think the interesting question is who's going to win the Champions League, because it could be an English side. Really could. I mean, I'm hoping Bayern Munich do well. I mean, Dortmund are gone. Inter are gone. Sorry, I'd lost the live chat there. Yeah, Real Madrid look like they've woken up a little bit here. Although Benfica have been looking very, very good in the transition. Real Madrid just starting to settle a little bit here. I think that goal will have given them a little bit of confidence. Jesper says, please rank Laudrup brothers, De Boer brothers, Neville brothers. With all due respect, Neville brothers would be bottom. De Boer brothers second and Laudrup brothers first. If we're talking about ability, and they'd agree on that. Good question, Jesper. I like it. Benfica on the attack. This is the Norwegian lad. Oh, right across the face of the goal. How did that not get tapped in? Rios. Barrera gets it back. Lovely play again. Benfica are playing so well. So well. I think it was Sharda up here, down the left-hand side. The Norwegian winger gets it from his compatriot. Puts the crosser there, and oh, you know what? It got took off the foot of Rafa by Pavados, didn't it? Played really well, Benfica. I don't know whether it's because we get shit football in the Premier League. You know what? Actually, is there something in that? I'm loving the way Benfica are playing. Is that just because in the Premier League teams don't play like this? It's all about long throw-ins and corners. Now, Real Madrid on the attack. I tell you what as well, the game is flowing lovely. Lovely flow to the game. You having a drink, Mark? Well, I did actually think about it, but it is Wednesday night. There's no real reason to. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Cross coming from Trent, cleared away. Have you ever been to the Burnabout? No. Not the new one. Or the old one. No. That's a nice ball there. Come on, move it. How old's Rudiger now? No, I wouldn't want Man United to sign him, but he must be coming towards the end. Does he still? He still starts for Germany, doesn't he? Nice play, Vinicius Junior gets a shot off, straight to the keeper. Yeah, if you've got any agony bridge stuff or anything like that, let me know. Any start bench sells, I'm very good at it. So yes, just let me know. He's 32 now, apparently, Rudiger. Rios, oh, good tackle there, and it goes off him. Who do you want to win, PSG or Monaco? Well, we can't lose all the good teams. I mean, we've lost Inter Milan and Dortmund to Bodo Glimt and Atalanta. If we lose PSG and Real Madrid tonight, I think it goes a little bit too far the other way. I mean, I do want a good knockout phase. Ball Brothers #1 for sure, says Zuta. Lonzo and Lamelo have great handles and can shoot well from 3. Angelo has good songs, though. Okay, I don't know what Zuta's talking about, but we'll just move on. Anna says, start bench sell, Camp Nou, Bernabeu, San Siro. I love San Siro. It's Italia 90. It's Sunday afternoons watching Channel 4. San Siro means more to me. But then Man United won the Champions League at the Nou Camp. So I actually think I would probably go Nou Camp, San Siro, Bernabeu, but that's only because of memories and, you know, experience. I think they're all fantastic grounds. I'm not here to offend. Do you like golf, Mark? Says Lil. No. Honest answer. Snoopy10 says, do the advancements in... Sorry, these are super chats I'm reading out now. Do the advancements in AI concern you moving forward? Look... They don't concern me personally because I know me personally and I know I'm not going to suddenly spend all my time on my phone looking at AI-generated shorts that basically manipulate you. I won't. I'm too old for that. I love, you know, I sat and watched Inception last night until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've seen it about 5 times. I love watching films. I love reading books. I love long form content. So it's not going to make a massive difference to me. Do I worry about general society in AI? Yes. I mean, what I would say is Benfica are just knocking it around at the moment. I see it more and more now. There was a clip. There was a, you know, on your timeline, sometimes a shocking thing comes up and you think it's true. And then you go to the comments, ask Grok, and it's like, no, it's AI generated or it was done for a laugh. AI is as bad as that. Like, there's people who stage stuff now. There was a brilliant thing I saw the other day. And it was basically, you know, like these funny... Oh, nearly got him in. You know these like funny shorts that people put up? They film them from home. And it's like... There's a woman stood behind the front door with a balloon. And her daughter, it looks like her daughter. Could be a lover, 30 years difference. But it looks like it's her daughter coming in through the door. And when she opens the door, this woman behind the door, that the woman coming in the door can't see, she's letting air out of the balloon. And the woman closes the door, opens it again, lets balloon out the door. So she's like, what's the noise coming from? What's the noise coming from? And then it cuts away to a camera crew filming it with lighting and everything. Because we're trained to watch that and go, oh, what an amazing prank. But then you think, they're taking the piss out of shorts, really. Because it's like, well, somebody's filming that. As she walks in the door, there's a camera right in front of it. So, you know, we get manipulated by this bullshit little short stuff just to rot your brain, basically. And I think AI is horrific for that. But so are normal human beings. Ball done that. Hi, Mark. Would you bring back the away goals rule to European football? Says, yeah. No, I actually think, shock horror, the Champions League changes in the last few years have actually worked. And I'm somebody that doesn't like change. So, the away rules, the away goals rule, I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. You think about this game here, Real Madrid with a goal in Benfica would basically be through because they'd have the away goal and then they're at home. So, no, I quite like it without the away goals. And I like the new Champions League format as well. Benfica have just got to hold firm a little bit here. Snoopy10 says, everything is fake nowadays. That's why I love United Stand and that's football. You're unapologetically authentic. Yeah, well, we don't get everything right. And, you know, sometimes I can be a moody git. But it's not AI and it's not scripted. And it never has been. Did you like the FIFA Club World Cup? No, Rig, I didn't. And the reason I didn't like it was because it didn't have the best teams. Lovely play by Vinny J. He's into the box. He's still there. Still got it. Puts a lovely cross into the box. Valverde. And it's a goal. 2-1. Galler. How have they got in front here? Fair play to Real Madrid. I don't know how they've turned this around. Galler makes it. They nearly scored anyway. I don't think there can be any complaints about the goal. Otamendi is talking to the referee. They've done well, Real Madrid. And it all comes from Vinicius Junior's cross. Valverde with the header. There could be an element of offside in it. Could be offside. Be interesting to see if he's offside from the nod down by Valverde. It's close. It'll be close. They're very quick in the Champions League with offside, so let's see. I mean, that's not going to help us, is it? Camera goal from behind the camera. Camera from behind the goal. I think they were looking for a handball as well. Goal given, onside. There we go. It was tight and it has been given. Oh no. Goal check for VAR. People are saying it's been given, but the screen I'm looking at. Offside. Or is he giving it? No goal, offside. No goal. No goal. There we go. Well, it makes it a little bit more interesting. I'd like to see that played back because I think that's very close. Very close indeed. Good game. Good game. Both teams look threatening on the attack. 9,000 watching. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. This is what we're all about on this channel. Somebody said, what's happened to the Bundesliga? It's our international break. It's our mid-season break. We've done every week of the Bundesliga. And we didn't do last week, and I don't think we're doing this week. And we're back next week with Bayern Munich on a Friday. So I've missed it though. I love doing it. Rios. Gonna get booked for that. One of those ones where you miscontrol it and he's just flown in. Referee's not going to change his mind, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a yellow card, that, isn't it? He's got a little bit of the ball, but look at the studs. Yeah, yellow card. Thanks for your super chat, Snoopy10, by the way. Appreciate that. Mikhail says, start, bench, sell, Mbappe, Kane, Haaland. I love Harry Kane at the moment, so I would probably start Harry Kane, bench Mbappe, and sell Haaland. Three amazing players, though. I mean, someone's got to get sold, haven't they? I really like Harry Kane at the moment. He's almost got that signature goal in the Bundesliga at the moment. You know, where he cuts across it with his right foot. He did it again at the weekend, didn't he? It's amazing technique, the way he does that. Juventus have got a penalty. Celtic are playing Stuttgart tomorrow, but they're 4-1 down. I wouldn't even bother. PSG are still drawing with Monaco. And Juventus, here we are. I'm just about to watch the penalty. And he scored it. You know what? I've actually got that kit. I've actually got that top somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. A long way back for Juventus, though. They're 3-5 down, but they're 1-0 up on the night. Look, we've had an amazing comeback already from... Inter Milan. Sorry. Atalanta knocking out Dortmund. Get up! Get up, sir! Get up! Stop! Get up, sir! Do you know in real life he is the son of the lead singer for... Oh, they were on X Factor, weren't they? G4, wasn't it? Not the security thing. They were like a bunch of pop star opera singers. Good play by Benfica down the left-hand side. Of course, Alvaro Fernandez was at Benfica last season. Formerly of Manchester United. Rios! Great save, Courtois! Wow, he's a great keeper. He is a great keeper, isn't he? Comes to Rios on the edge of the box. Hits it really well. Powerful as well. Look at that goalkeeping. Brilliant goalkeeping. Benfica. Still Benfica. Slips. Been a little bit unlucky, Benfica, in the final third, I think. Would I take Fernandez back at Manchester United? Yeah, of course I would. I mean, we haven't got a left back, so yeah. Defo. Oh, lovely play by Benfica again. Oh, I tell you what. They've moved the ball so well. You know what, actually? I just think we don't see this in the Premier League anymore. People passing and moving the ball really quickly. I just don't think we're seeing it this season. Start, bench, sell. Raya, Courtois, Donnarumma. Well, I'll sell Raya straight away. And I'll bench Donnarumma and I'll start Courtois. I mean, Raya's good, but he ain't Donnarumma or Courtois. And I think any Arsenal fan, if they're being honest themselves, would say that. How much did Rios cost, says A to win. I doubt he cost that much. For if you went to Benfica, I'd say 25 million maybe. He's actually only 25. He's 26 in the summer. And I don't know how much he went for. He looks very good. You could see him in a Man City. Somebody just said he'd be brilliant in Pep's team. You could see him in that. That's a brilliant save by Courtois, that is. Just to get down low with the hand as well. I mean, he could have probably, some people might have gone with the foot. Aston Villa have got Inter Milan and Borussia Dortmund, Juventus at the moment, says Joseph. Oh, can you map out who you're getting? I didn't know you could do that. Well, Villa won't be getting Dortmund or Inter Milan. Canada Dave says, what league is suitable for Andre and Arna? Pub league? I wouldn't even say baller league. Pub league. I wouldn't say national league. Pub league. Real Madrid on the attack here. And they're still in there. Valverde cuts it back. This could be deflection. Oh, I tell you what. That would have been lucky for Galler. He's already had a goal ruled out. Bit of a deflection. Of course, he'll be at the World Cup as well with Turkey. Will be an interest. Turkey at the World Cup? Yeah, they did. They did. Got some interesting players. Turkey. Uzan, of course, at Frankfurt. Galler, Real Madrid. Start, bench, sell. Gyökeres, Sesko, Ekitike. Wow, Dylan. Putting a Man United player in there is really silly with a Man United fan because I will put Sesko as number one. Who would I put ahead of Gyökeres? No, I'll try and be fair. Gyökeres, Sesko, Ekitike. I can't be fair. I can't be fair. You know what? I like Gyökeres. You know I do. But I know a lot of people don't. So when I say something, people are going to go, oh, I can't believe he said that. But I've been very consistent that I like Gyökeres. And I don't really know why he's getting so much stick. He's got 10 Premier League goals. So, I mean, you know, he might not be your cup of tea. Yildiz, Turkish as well. He might not be your cup of tea, but and he's got gears to go. Lovely corner routine here by Real Madrid, and they nearly scored again. Look, Ekitike's done very well for Liverpool. I think Sesko's doing well for Man United, and Gyökeres has done okay for Liverpool, for Arsenal. So I don't know how I'd rank those three because I actually think they're all quite close in their own way. Real Madrid just starting to get a foothold here, but Rafa gets a foul. Arsenal didn't pay 80 million for Gyökeres, did they? I thought it was 60. Yeah, a lot of people say Turkey are quite good. I don't know how many decent players they've got. I mean, Kalanoglu, does he still play for them? The lad at Brighton, forget his name, the fullback, it's very good. Kalanoglu, yeah. We've got a couple of minutes to go to half-time, and I feel like Benfica probably need half-time at the moment. They had a very good start to the game. Real Madrid, good equaliser by Tchouaméni. A goal ruled out just for offside. And it feels like Real Madrid are in the ascendancy at the moment. They certainly are, anyway, because it's 2-1 on aggregates. Oh, God, that nearly went in. That would have been that is going to be a corner, and it nearly was an OG, I think. Although, referee is pounding away somewhere here. I think he'd given a free kick. I don't think Binder starts for Turkey, does he? Here's Vinny J. Good play. Absolutely skins his player. And that will be a corner. Real Madrid are really pushing here. If they get another goal, they'll be 3-1 up. And that's probably going to be too much for Benfica. They desperately need to get to half-time. Valverde's a good player, isn't he? Another good header away. Only a minute added on. Do you think Neymar will go to the World Cup? Well, we've got one last free kick here, I think, before half-time for Real Madrid. Trent's on it. I hope he doesn't go to the World Cup. Does Tuchel pick Trent? I never really look at the big squad. He probably will take him, won't he? I'm trying to think who he'd take at right back. Monaco have scored. Let's see what happens with this free kick first. Look, PSG are having a bad season. I want to talk about that at half-time. Richard Rios will be in the World Cup for Colombia, won't he? He needs to be a bit careful here because he's on a yellow card. Yeah, it is 1-0 to Monaco against PSG. Half-time there. Agliakouche with the goal. And Benfica clear that. And that is half-time here as well. So 1-1, 2-1 on aggregate. Half-time. But yeah, PSG are... I mean, look, you look at the PSG lineup. Let me just stop the clock here. You look at the PSG lineup and... Sorry, I haven't got it though. Sabanov, Hakimi, Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, Zaire Emery, Vitinha, João Neves, Barcola, Doué, Kvaratskhelia. It's still a very good team, but they're struggling. They are struggling this season, PSG. I mean, they're struggling in the French league as well. I mean, I don't know if they're top. They were top. They are top by 2 points from Lens, who are on 52. But people say, well, PSG have fallen off and no Donnarumma, no Partey, says Harry. I don't think that... what's that all about? I think with PSG, sometimes, and people don't like this excuse. I don't like this excuse, but it is an excuse. I think sometimes you have to acknowledge that PSG played a lot of games last season to win the Champions League. They finished in the Champions League and literally got straight on a plane because the Champions League was in the first week of June, the final. So they battered Inter Milan in June, at the start of June, got straight on a plane to America to play the Club World Cup until the middle of July. And then the new season started very, very quickly after that. And then there's loads of games again. So I think with PSG, it's hard enough when you actually get a month off, but they've had no time off at all. It's an incredibly relentless calendar for PSG. And look, Oasis couldn't play 2 years in a row doing concert after concert after concert. So why do we think footballers can do it? And I think the scheduling in modern football is incredible as they chase money, 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 money. So I do think that is probably the PSG problem that they're facing. To be honest with you, I think it is relentless. But they're not out. They are. I think they're level on aggregate now with Monaco. Pretty sure that's right. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's 3-3 on aggregate. There. So there we go. I've just lost the live chat again. Here it is. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. 9,000 legends. Diego says, if Bruno leaves, would love to see United go to a 6 and 2 advanced 8s with fullbacks joining the attack, like Liverpool with Klopp. Good for Manu too. Well, you can still do that with Bruno as well, Diego. You could. It is possible. What's your exciting news? Well, I'm not really telling you now, am I? Because I don't know yet. But it is exciting. Mark, start bench sell. 2012 Messi, 2012 Ronaldo. You've only given me 2 people. Everyone wants their slice of the pie. The problem is they're all just baking different pies, says Sando. Accept his goal. Accept his goal. What have you made of Tchouaméni's performance? Heard you speaking about him for United recently. He's a steady player. Like, I mean, I'm not, he's not Jordan Henderson. He's better than that. He's a good player, Tchouaméni, but I feel like I don't watch La Liga anymore. I used to watch it a little bit. I don't watch it at all now. So if it's El Clasico, I won't watch it. I'll watch Barcelona in the Champions League and I'll watch Real Madrid in the Champions League, but I don't watch La Liga. So I haven't watched much of Tchouaméni for probably 18 months, 2 years. He's a tidy player, but I don't know. I mean, I'd always have a problem with Real Madrid selling us players that they don't want anymore for a lot of money. It happened with Rafael Varane and Casemiro as well. Apparently it was Saka. Well, no wonder I fucking ignored Saka then. I didn't see Saka mentioned. I mean, if we're being real... Oh, start, bench, sell. Saka, 2012 Messi, 2014 Ronaldo. Well, why have you... The name's the trash can. Why have you even put Saka in there? I mean, Saka can't compare to Messi and Ronaldo, can he? That's why I bloody ignored... That's why my brain blanked it out. My brain even blanked it out. So, no. Saka wouldn't. Saka would be sold. I prefer Ronaldo to Messi, but we all know that's a controversial point. Just looking at your chat here. Apparently, Sheffield United are beating Coventry. I feel like the chat's really slow today for a live chat. And we do have 9,000 people watching, but the chat's really slow. I keep double checking there's nothing wrong with it, but there we go. Yeah, Atalanta, amazing comeback against Dortmund earlier on in a kickoff. Dortmund were 3-1 up from Dortmund, took it back to Italy and ended up losing 3-0 and go out 4-3 on aggregate. Last kick penalty as well. I mean, I didn't see it, but basically, apparently, there was it was obviously a dramatic penalty. But the penalty was VAR checked and ended up with a red card. So, look, I bet it was a great game to watch. I didn't actually watch it, but very, very exciting. Where's Prestiani? Well, he did get a ban. They appealed it and they upheld the ban. I've got to be honest, I haven't really been paying a massive amount of attention to it. I obviously did a video on it last week. He definitely said something to Vinicius Jr., but he had his face covered up. So I'm glad that UEFA did something. I don't know on what grounds they did it. I think he did admit to being homophobic, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he said I didn't say anything racist. I said something homophobic, which is still bad. So obviously, I think giving him a match ban, at least they've done something. Would you rather lose your taste for life or smell? Says Zub. I mean, why are you thinking about it, mate? You're not going to go to the doctors tomorrow and he's not going to go, I'm taking one off you. In a hypothetical situation, taste or smell? I know people who've had... I know a couple of people who've lost their sense of taste. They must be interlinked though, because look at this. Air up, right? They've got to be interlinked because that is water. That is water, and my nose makes it taste like blackberry. So there's got to be something. Frank says he's had his wisdom teeth removed in October. If you had air up, would you taste it? Because that's through your nose. That's a smell thing. It's like a trick. So I'll probably lose my sense of taste if I could do that. Wasn't Camavinga linked to United? Not Tchouameni, says X-Win. Oh, everybody gets bloody linked to Man United. I'm sure Tchouameni did get linked to Man United. Start, bench, sell. Mbermo, Sesko, Le Mans. I don't do start, bench, sell on Man United players, especially rubbish ones like that. No, I'm not being unfair. I don't really like any start, bench, sell that's got a Man United player in it because it just feels like shitting on your own doorstep. It's much better to do it about someone else. And lo and behold, perfect timing from Ryle with a super chat. Start, bench, sell. Palace to Stam, Vidic. Well, I mean, he has done a super chat, so I feel I have to do it. I mean, it's not a line I won't cross. I just don't like doing it. The timing of that is incredible. Right, okay, Ryle, I will do it. Palace to Stam, Vidic. I'll start Vidic because he's my favourite centre-back Man United I've ever had. I've always said I'd put Vidic over Rio and Stam. So, Vidic, number one. I mean, Gary Pallister was very good. He's just from an era of the Premier League that not many people know. Gary Pallister was really good, and like we did win Premier Leagues with Gary Pallister, so it's closer than people think with Stam. I just think Stam was very good. I go Vidic start, Stam bench, sell Pallister, but that is close between Stam and Pallister. It is. Is the chat normally on subscribers only? If not, that may be why it's slower. Yeah. Because you can subscribe for free, so we always have that on. Yeah. I think there was a problem because it's actually moving a lot quicker now. Anyone know how to remove a knot in resistant bands as A to win? Start, bench, sell. Van Basten, Batistuta, Ronaldo 9, says Forms. Look, Van Basten, again, very, very good player, but I didn't get to see a lot of his career. And also, they've been advertising this Bride film for about 3 months, you know, and I think it looks shit. They have been advertising it for rubbish for months, and I think it looks really crap. It's like a cross between Frankenstein and what was that couple called? Who Bonnie and Clyde. Looks shit. So yeah, I would start R9. I would bench Van Basten, and I would sell Batistuta. Dylan says start, bench, sell Lautaro Martinez, Alvarez, Dembele. I would start Dembele, bench Alvarez, and sell Lautaro Martinez. These are good. These are good. I tell you what, I saw something today. I don't know whether it's true. I love the film Heat, and apparently they are going to do a sequel. And there was a rumour today that Christian Bale has signed up to Heat 2 with Leonardo DiCaprio. So, I mean, that's a film I'd watch anyway. So Christian Bale has told a reporter he's due to start filming Heat 2 in Chicago soon, confirming his appearance in the hotly anticipated sequel. The Batman actor told Fox News journalist Jake Hamilton he'd signed on for the production, saying, "I'll be back in Chicago soon for Heat 2. I'll tell you what, I'll watch that every bloody day. Coventry are winning 2-1 against Sheffield United now. So whoever said they were winning, you were right. But they've turned it around. Burrows scored after 48 minutes. And then Haji Wright has equalised. And Rodoni has made it 2-1. So that's a good comeback for Coventry, who are on the road to the Prem as things stand at the moment. Good result. Rub says, Agony Bridge, what's your top prediction for 2026? Not related to football. Top prediction for 2026 that's not related to football. I don't do a lot else. That Christmas will be on the 25th of December. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What could you predict? Why do they need to make a second one? The first film was great. Well, there's a book. There's a book for the second one. And it's actually very good. So they've got to recast all of the characters. Mark, if you could manage one club apart from United, who would it be, says the trash can. Well, after your last comment, this one ain't much better. I've managed loads of Premier League clubs in Football Manager and FIFA over the years, so it would be dependent on situation, really. But thinking back, I've done Villa, Newcastle, Everton. Big clubs with potential. What would you say is harder, a 180 or a 147, says Elliot Wallace. 180 in darts or a 147 in snooker? Oh my God, mate. 147 in snooker is a lot harder than a 180. I thought you were going to say, like, what's harder? I mean, look, I would even say, what's harder, 3 consecutive 180s or a 147? And even then, I'd say a 147's harder. Because top players can do, I mean, I've seen it. Top darts players can do 3 180s in a row. So, yeah, 147's ridiculously hard. Really hard. Start, bench, sell. Vinicius Junior, Doué or Yamal? I'll sell Doué. It's close between Vinicius Junior and Yamal now. I don't think it used to be, but it is close now. I think I might lean more towards Yamal, you know, now. I've always loved Vinicius Junior, but I do feel like since Mbappe's gone there, he's dropped off a little bit. Right. Second half. Can Benfica do anything? I thought that was Richard Keys there and he dyed his hair. It's not. God, there's a lot of posh seats there, isn't there? Them there are the posh seats. Well done, mate. You've got a scarf. Are we ready to go, ref? And there we go. Second half. Second half. What watch-alongs are you doing this weekend? I haven't actually had a proper look. I'll do it now. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. We are on the road to 1.5 million subscribers. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with That's Football. Daily content here, and everybody's welcome, no matter who you support. So get involved with that whilst I have a look. I know, obviously, Chelsea-Arsenal on Sunday, because I'm thinking about having the Moscow Mule and might have something to announce. So make sure you tune in on Sunday. Man United are playing on Sunday as well. So I'll do Palace, Man United, then come on to here for that. Saturday. I don't know what Saturday game I'm doing. Oh, Liverpool-West Ham at 3 o'clock. Yeah, there is a 12:30. It's Bournemouth-Sunderland. And there's a 5:30 Leeds-Man City. I mean, I might do Leeds-Man City as well. I might do Liverpool-West Ham and then do Leeds-Man City. Yeah, probably will. Probably will. I think what Liverpool West. Why are you doing Liverpool West Ham? I think Liverpool West Ham will be closer than people think. Well, it might not. No, you can't say that. I think West Ham could get a result. Obviously, Liverpool will be favourites. Lovely ball here to Trent. He's got so much time. Well, he put it on a plate there and Real Madrid missed. He did put a good cross in. Valverde. Tottenham are playing on Sunday, aren't they, Dominic? I saw a graph today. Not a graph. I saw a table today and it ranked everybody's running by who had the easiest running. I can't remember who was top, but West Ham were bottom. Apparently West Ham have got the hardest running and they're 5 points from safety, so maybe West Ham are going down. And the bad thing for West Ham is they haven't got to play Spurs. I think they bloody love a game against Spurs, but they haven't got Spurs. Dortmund are playing Bayern at 5:30, says watching YouTube. Well, I will have that on as well. So if I do the Man City game, yeah. That was a good cross by Trent, to be fair. Valverde. Oh, so close. Benfica have got to try and start doing what they did in the first 20 minutes. Jaron says, start, bench, sell. Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen, and thank you for the company and entertainment you've provided while I drive. No worries, Jaron, and I'll answer your drive question. I have never owned... Oh, no, I do. Volkswagen. I have got a Volkswagen. And I've driven quite a few. BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen. I mean, I think BMW and Mercedes would have to knock Volkswagen out, really. What do I prefer out of Mercedes and BMW? I think I would say BMW over Mercedes. They're all very reliable cars. I'm knackered today. Absolutely knackered. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I stayed up till 2 o'clock watching Inception. I just love the music at the end. Just a little bit. What was I looking at? I wanted to have a look at my whoop. That was it. There's something really wrong with my whoop at the moment. It's really weird. I'm doing the same amount of activity I've always done and it scores really low. And I'm sleeping better and it scores really low. I might be ill. There might be an underlying condition. No, that wouldn't make sense though, because I'm doing as much physical activity and it's marking me low. Like I haven't done it when I have. I think it might be faulty. Interstellar is one of my favourite movies. I do like it, Ins, yes. I'll tell you what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking for a really good drama series that's nothing that from the past. I mean, my mates keep saying watch Mad Men, but if I haven't watched Mad Men yet, there's a yellow card here. Otamendi on Vinicius Jr. No, that's not why he's getting a yellow card. He's getting a yellow card for the one on Tchouaméni. I mean, that was late. Yeah, definitely a yellow card. Tenet's all right. Yeah, some people don't like it, but it's all right. Morgan, thanks for your super chat. Benfica aren't really doing anything in this game. In this second half, sorry. Oh, Birmingham City are getting smashed by Millwall, 3-0. Still 1-0 to Monaco against PSG. Juventus are not going to do it. They've had a man sent off. They were already 5-2 down. They have got one back, but Kelly has been sent off, upgraded from a yellow to a red. So that's going to be it, that for Juventus, unfortunately. They won't be coming back against Galatasaray. They're down to 10 men. He was at Bournemouth, wasn't he, Kelly? I remember him getting linked to Manchester United. Corner to Real Madrid. Over the bar from a header. It's amazing. You know what as well? I want to bring this up. So I've seen a few corners tonight. And look at that corner there. Nobody near the goalkeeper at all. It's amazing how in Europe they've completely blanked what we do in the Premier League. Almost like we're not going to do that. Like that corner there, there was hardly anybody in the 6-yard box. And then you look at like Man United Everton on Monday night, and it's like the Royal Rumble. It's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad, the obsession the Premier League clubs have got with long throw-ins and crowding goalkeepers. And then you're watching a Champions League game, and neither team, when they get a corner, crowds the goalkeeper. Jade, you've not been banned. We've got another corner here. Is this a corner for Benfica? I think it might be. Well, let's see whether they crowd the goalkeeper. No, look. Nobody crowding the goalkeeper. Nobody. It's mad. Absolutely mad. We've just seen 2 corners and nobody has crowded the goalkeeper at all. Explain that. I think it's just refreshing that they haven't adopted the shitty Premier League tactics. Mash says, hi Mark, start bench sell, De Niro, Pacino, Pesci. Well, I'll sell Pesci. De Niro or Pacino, that's really difficult because I like them in so many different films, and that scene in Heat is one of my favourites. I don't think I could split De Niro and Pacino, to be honest. I don't know why it's doing it, Jade. There seems to be something a bit funny with the chat tonight. Might be a YouTube thing. Ooh, Trent just put it wide there. Nearly scored. Wanted a corner as well. Just wide. Yeah, look, the chat in general is just ridiculously slow. So there might be something wrong, Jade. I don't know. Yellow card. Lunders says, that's definitely a yellow card by Asensio. Look at that. Right through the back of him. Yeah, definitely a yellow. Chris, mate, says, start bench sell, Jemba, Agate, Anderson. I mean, Jemba was crap, so I would sell Jemba. I'd probably bench Agate and start Anderson, actually. Anderson at least did do some bits in a Man United shirt. I mean, he wasn't great, but I quite liked him, actually. I quite liked Anderson. Rusty says, start bench sell, Zubimendi, Bruno G, Enzo Fernandez. Oh, that's a good one, Rusty. Can everyone else play along? Zubimendi, Bruno G, or Enzo Fernandez. I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think they're all very good in their own way. I'd probably sell Enzo Fernandez, bench Zubimendi, and start Bruno Guimaraes. Which is exactly what Fade said. I like them all, though. Come on, Benfica, have a go. They're not creating anything at the moment, Benfica. Space for Trent. He's getting a lot of space. Lovely. Oh, we nearly got Vinicius Junior in, but that's going to go out for a throw. Man United need Adeyemi, Mark, says Carrick. I would love Adeyemi, but you know what? My problem with Man United's summer is most players are Bundesliga. Like, I really want us to get Stiller. I really like Enmika. Obviously, you mentioned Adeyemi there as well. I'd like Nagelsmann as the coach, so... Is Nagelsmann's contract... And I presume Pochettino and Nagelsmann's contracts are up with the United States and Germany in the summer. You know, somebody said seriously said to me a couple of days ago, what about Roberto Martinez? I tell you what, this Norwegian lad's good. I didn't really know anything about him. What's his name? Shardup. But 21, playing left wing for Benfica. And he is good. Vinicius Junior loses it. Oh, hits the bar. Benfica, Rafa. Yeah, Liverpool, West Ham on Saturday then. And then Chelsea, Arsenal at Arsenal on Sunday. There are games. Next week, there is midweek games. So I think the Champions League's the week after that as well. So we've got Tuesday night, I'll probably do Wolves, Liverpool. And then Wednesday night, I'll be doing Newcastle, Man United. But Brighton are playing Arsenal and Man City are playing Forest. Why do they always put United on the bloody night where all the good games are on? Bloody prats. Then the following week it is Champions League football, yeah. So lots coming up on this channel. I won't be doing FA Cup though. That's a weekend off. Piss off. Get out! You think I'm doing FA Cup watch-alongs? You're sadly mistaken. I'd rather wipe my ass with sandpaper. FA Cup fixtures are... They've still got some bloody replays, apparently. Port Vale against Bristol. A replay from the 4th round. Bloody hell. Yeah, they're crap. Mansfield, Arsenal, rubbish. Wrexham, Chelsea. Might be... Actually, Wrexham... Depends how seriously Chelsea take it. That might be quite interesting. Newcastle against Man City. Might be interesting, actually. Can I just shock you? I might actually do Newcastle against Man City and Wrexham, Chelsea. Can I just shock you? I like the FA Cup now. No. I think the FA Cup final will be Arsenal-Man City as well. The title is going to be Arsenal-Man City. The Carabao Cup final is obviously Arsenal-Man City. I think the FA Cup final might be Arsenal-Man City as well. Yeah. Bing Bong says, "What's your..." It's horrible what happened to Bing Bong in Inside Out. Didn't even get him in the sequel as well. They literally killed him off. Absolute horrible. Anyway, in my opinion, says Bing Bong, what's your opinion on Saka? In my opinion, he's the most overrated player in the world at the moment. I'd rather start Xavi Simons and Gakpo. I mean, I do like Saka. I think that he's not having the best of seasons for Arsenal, which is incredible considering they're top of the league. But in any career, I think it's really difficult to just keep at it game after game after game. But I just think it's he probably overthinks things a little bit. I think he's become one of those players that, you know, probably overthinks it, and he probably should just play a little bit quicker and a little bit freer. But yeah, I sort of agree with It's Me. I wouldn't go Gakpo over Saka in any way, shape or form. Benfica on the attack. Only one goal in this still. We get one back. And it is game on because it's 2-1. Start bench sell, says Goofy. Super chat. Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney or Peter Schmeichel. Well, Schmeichel was the best goalkeeper in the world. Wayne Rooney is definitely ahead of Rio. So I think I'd have to go sell Rio, bench Schmeichel, start Rooney. Rios wins the ball back there. Come on, Benfica. Trent has been an absolute cone for Madrid today, says Juan. He's been quite good going forward. Defensively, I think he's always been a bit of a traffic cone. Rios with a wild shot there. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. We're nearly at 10,000 watching, which is amazing for a Real Madrid-Benfica game. Make sure you share the video. Other scores at the moment. There's a lot of red cards around. PSG have just scored. Monaco have had a man sent off and PSG have scored. So that's probably the end of that. Koulibaly got sent off, second yellow. And Doué and now Kvaratskhelia have made it 2-1. They were 1-0 down. PSG are now going to go through. They've scored 2 goals after that red card in quick succession. Probably one of the best teams in the world, PSG, when you're playing against 10 men. Sorry, Marquinhos and Kvaratskhelia have scored the goals. So that puts them on aggregate, well, it puts them through. And they're 5-3 up. So Monaco down to 10 men and 5-3 down on the night. They're going out. Juventus are 1-0 up but 5-3 down, and they're down to 10 men, so they're going out as well. So it looks like Galatasaray, PSG, and as things stand, Real Madrid are going through. I'm hoping to do a Cooking with Goldbridge tomorrow, dessert style. Put it out on Friday. Al says, Enmicha, Uzan and Stiller. Well, I think Uzan's still very much potential, mate. So if I was taking anybody to Man United, it would be Stiller, then Enmicha, then Uzan. Thanks for your super chat. Oh, I know what I meant to ask. I'm a big fan of sitcoms. So Only Fools and Horses, Office, It Crowd, Game On, Father Ted. There's been many over the years. And I feel it's been a very neglected area of entertainment for years and years. And yet this year I found 2 I like. It's been like a bus. Nothing for years, and then 2 come along at once. Lovely. Hold on, Benfica might be breaking here. And I wanted to ask whether they're a little bit niche or whether anybody's actually watched them. Inside Number 9's good. I think it's a little bit dark comedy, that, but I do like that. Valverde with a foul. So number 1, Here We Go. Not Fabrizio Romano. It's like a situational comedy. Has anybody watched it? Does anybody like it? Here We Go. If you haven't, give it a go. I really like it. And then the other one is called, I think it's on Apple TV, called Trying, which again has got 4 seasons of it. Really good. So there's 2. If you're into your old sitcoms, give them a go. Come on, 20 minutes. Benfica, have a go. They've given a good account of themselves. That Barrera in the midfield, Luxembourg international, is quite good. I'm tempted to say why bother, but, you know, that's national pride for you. He's in! The Norwegian lad. Cuts it across. Doesn't drop. Won't drop. Oh. They have been a bit unlucky in the final third. Oh, just wide there. Corner. Pavidas. Oh, Rudiger's winded. You never know with Rudiger. Detroit Simon says, I've not got the attention span for sitcoms these days, Mark. TV not what it used to be. Only Fool's Days will never be replicated. Oh, I know. I know. Good afternoon from the snakes. From the States, says Snow. What's the... I've seen some of that. It's mad. You know Dumbo, which is the... I can't remember what it stands for, but it's a bridge, a street looking at a bridge in New York. I think it's actually technically in Brooklyn. I was there in the summer. And... No, I wasn't there in the summer. I was there in November. And I saw some video footage of it today. Absolutely blasted in snow. Must be great to live somewhere where you actually get snow quite regularly in the winter. Well, where you actually have a winter. Like, where it's actually cold and it might snow. You know what we get? Rain. Rain. Valverde, good recovery, goes for a goal kick. I mean, look at the weather in New York. 1 degree, -3 tomorrow, 0 degrees, 2 degrees, -5, 0 degrees, 4 degrees, -1. Just proper weather. And then in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be 13 degrees. I hate the UK. I hate UK weather. It's shit. Do you miss Ollie? Says Wet Sausage. Absolutely not. Casper says, well, another 2 Real Madrid players have collided here. Oh shit. Is he alright? Oh. Asensio might be in a bit of bother here. They were checking his eyes. I think his face planted into the grass. Oh, God. Hopefully he's all right. Pastor says, I live in Maine and it's been snowing every other few days on average since December started. I'm pretty over it, but yeah, I guess I'd take it over rain. Oh, you definitely take it over rain. They keep looking at his eyes, don't they? It always worries me, whether it's football or an episode of Casualty. They keep looking at his eyes and going like that. I'm like... Juve have scored another goal with 10 men. They've scored again, Juventus, with 10 men. If they get another one, they can take it to extra time. Gatti. Still 20 minutes to go. I'm a bit worried about Asensio here. It might be his jaw. I think it might be his jaw. You know what I'm saying? Looking at his eyes, it might be his jaw that they're looking at. Hopefully, that's nothing too serious, but... there's definitely something wrong with our live chat tonight because there's loads of people like who are. What's Rest in Peace Casper all about? I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, there's something wrong with YouTube tonight. You can't have 10,000 people watching and have a chat that doesn't react to anything I say. Like, we're talking about a guy down who's going to go in a neck brace and literally nobody's saying anything about it. Is anybody actually trying to type? Something really weird with YouTube tonight. If anybody's watching, can you just type test? Yeah, there is a. Oh, yeah. What is this Casper thing then? I mean, is it like 6'7" or something? Or is it meant to just be like some sort of funny spam the chat? I don't know. So Asensio is down here. He's definitely going to be going on a stretcher. Oh, it's Casper's super chat. Well, I know it's there. I've just not had a chance to read it yet because I'm watching what's happening with Asensio. I'm sure Casper can deal with that. I'm not about to go off on a super chat conversation, am I? There's a lot of people around him looking very concerned here. Start, bench, sell. No, I'm not really going to do that. Oh, well, there's a guy in the well, you know, we're all worried about a Real Madrid player. There's a guy there who's having a right old laugh, showing something on his phone to Homeland, and he's having a good old laugh as well. It's only your teammate, mate, who's down going off on a stretcher. You have but some, you know, he's got a funny cat video to show you. I mean, fucking hell. It's literally his teammate. And he's looking at funny videos. I'm not doing a super chat out of respect to make sure he's okay. Not Hulmland. What's his name? What's the lad who used to play for? It's not Hulmland. Hulson, is it? He used to play for Bournemouth. So Mastantano and Alaba are coming on. Camavinga comes off. So let's do Casper's super chat. It's been waiting long enough. People were writing him off saying he was dead. What do you think of implementing VAR's second yellow checks in football because players dive to fake fouls to get players a second yellow? Nah. Sort of built that one up, didn't we? And no, I mean, I don't want VAR. I really don't want VAR increased. The flow of football has gone anyway, without stopping it even more. I mean, talking about AI, I wouldn't actually mind AI doing VAR, because at least it would be consistent. Top clubs will be lining up for Knutson this summer. He's elite, says Andrea. Andreas, sorry. I feel like this name is one of those names that people might just put out there to try and be funny. Oh, no, he's not. It's not. You know, with a name like Knutson, I thought it was going to be something rude. He's talking about the Norwegian football coach. I don't think they'll be lining up for him at all, mate. I don't think people really line up for... Oh, no, Bodo Glimt coach, sorry. I thought he was the national team coach. Sorry. I was going to say, I don't think people really go for international coaches anymore. Mike Hill says, I hope Asensio is okay. Yeah, well, we all do. I think that goes as standard. We all do. Start, bench, sell. Totti, Nedved, Kaká. Nedved can get sold. Totti can go on the bench and Kaká can start, Kevin. Well, it looks like Real Madrid are going to get the job done here, but Benfica haven't lost a game all season in the Portuguese league, so you don't do that without having some bite and bounce back ability. Colin says, hear me out, Arsenal win the Champions League and City win the Premier League. Look, ultimately, obviously both. Oh, here we go. This could be it. Vinicius Jr. so fast. There we go. That's going to be game over. And in a way, it's a moment. He does the celebration in the corner flag as well. In a way, it was probably written in the stars that Vinny J wins it for Real Madrid. Just the pace. It's the pace. You're never going to catch him in that situation. Benfica are obviously trying to push up a little bit high. Lovely ball by Valverde, and Vinicius Jr. is never going to get caught by Otamendi in that situation. And the finish is lovely into the bottom corner as well. Lovely assist by Valverde. And then in that situation, it's a lovely finish. And that makes it 3-1 on aggregate. So that should be it now for Real Madrid and Benfica. Just keeping an eye on Juventus to see if they can get a late goal. Might go to that game, actually. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. I feel like Benfica had a really good 20 minutes. Got the goal and then conceded too quickly. And ever since then, Real Madrid settled. And there's not been a lot from Benfica since then. I mean, they've looked. Oh, nearly scored. Lovely cross. Rafa again. He could have had a hat-trick. Lovely cross that is by the Norwegian. He's a good player, he is. I tell you what, sometimes you watch games and you come out of it. I do it in the Bundesliga all the time. You watch games and you come out of it with a name to watch for the future. And I think that 21 years of age, Keldup, if that's his name. I can't remember his name. Sheldrup. Very good. Number 21. And is 21. Remember the name. So 3-1 on aggregate. I mean, look, Benfica will keep having a go. Juve have done it again, apparently. Let's have a look. How have they done it with 10 men? The cross comes in. Oh, terrible defending by Galatasaray. Header to the back post. And he's there to nod it in. I mean, how? How do you go somewhere 5-2 up and then concede 3 goals when you've only got 10 men? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a night in the Champions League. Should have gone and got my top. Well, they will be absolutely rocked. Galatasaray will be rocked because that psychologically is going to play on your head. So they were 5-2 down. They scored a goal, 5-3. They had a man sent off, and then they've still managed to score 2 goals. I mean, how do you do that? Imagine if you were in that position. You'd be stunned. Absolutely stunned. Juventus on fire, says CG. No, that's not going to be a foul there. On Otamendi in the box. Sorry, I was just looking at this. Something was just sent me. I'm going to put the Juve game on just for the last few minutes. I'm sort of going to flick through and keep an eye on both. Cracker says the fix is in. Well, Galatasaray be absolutely fuming. I can see that going to extra time, that game, to be honest. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. We've had a steady 10,000. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. We've seen Bodo Glimt do it tonight. Why do you think the American players are doing so well in Serie A, says Cole? I don't know. I actually don't have the answer. I think Juventus would have been favourites to beat Galatasaray anyway. What do you get from Nando's, says Jade. Hey, it's working for you, Jade. Normally I have the fries and is it the sun something burger? I can't remember. It's not Sunset, is it? Something like that. I'll tell you what, I can't really say it because people just start being rude and crude about it. But I had a brilliant takeaway last night. Basically, it's a number, then guys. Oh, the chips are so good. The milkshakes are so good. And the burgers are... They're so expensive. They're so expensive. But they are the best burgers you can get in the UK from a takeaway place. Or eat in. They're so good. Who do I think is going to win the Champions League, says Sahar? Well, Yilmaz and Lemina are coming off here. And Almali and Icardi are coming on. Icardi must have played for Juve. Did Icardi play for Juve? He played for a lot of Italian clubs. Definitely Inter. Actually only played for 2 Italian clubs. That's what I'm talking about. He played for Sampdoria, Inter Milan, PSG, Galatasaray. He's actually only had 4 clubs. I feel like he's had a lot more than that. I thought he'd had more clubs than Tiger Woods. You know the amazing thing about Icardi? He's only got 8 Argentinian caps. Obviously he's had a lot of problems, but... He's a pretty prolific striker. Like 42 goals in 63 games for Galatasaray. 111 goals in 188 games for Inter Milan. Why are people talking about Napoli? Who do I think is going to win the Champions League? I feel like it will be... Who do I think is going to win the Champions League? I don't think Liverpool can do it. I really don't think Liverpool can do it. I don't think Chelsea can do it, but you never know with Chelsea in a cup. I feel like Man City and Arsenal definitely can. And Bayern Munich. Potentially Barcelona. Monaco have got a goal back, but they've only got 10 men. So they... What's going on? We've got teams down to 10 men scoring goals. So it's 2-2 between PSG and Monaco, but PSG are still a goal in front because they won the first leg. Incredible. Real Madrid, Benfica. I'm going back to that. It's actually quite boring. The Juventus Galatasaray game is actually quite boring. 9 minutes added on here. I think this has been a good game, Real Madrid, Benfica. I think Benfica have given a good account of themselves. Bayern Munich are a good side and they play good football. And every year, I watched them in the Champions League. When I remember Man City knocking them out, and they still played very well against Man City. It's just going to be crazy, isn't it? Because no European teams actually crowd their goalkeeper on corners, and we're going to be going and playing like... Imagine in the semi-final, Arsenal against Bayern Munich, and it's a corner, and Arsenal are crowding around Neuer. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how anti-football the Premier League's become. Nobody's doing it in Europe, and there we are doing it. Lots of people saying Bodo Glimt could win it. Yeah, I mean, look, I haven't watched them play, so I can't pass any judgment. Suffice to say, it's absolutely incredible what they've done. I mean, Inter Milan were finalists last year. Neil says, how do you stay in shape? Well, I'm sure that's sarcasm. Actually, what do you get from Nando's? I don't think it's a sunset burger. I think it might be the butterfly chicken burger or something like that. I don't know. I haven't had a Nando's in a while. I didn't have my first Nando's until I was in my 30s. Apologies everybody tonight. I don't really know what's gone on with the live chat. I've never known it so slow. It's strange. If we had 50 people watching, I'd still expect the chat to be moving quicker than that. It's just been really, really slow. And I've been streaming for like 10 years. So I've got no idea why. Unless they've finally fixed slow mode. That might be it. Because slow mode never works. Let me change it. I reckon that might have been it. Slow mode's never worked. It doesn't work. Like, I do like watch-alongs on United Stand, and I'll put slow mode on that you can only post every 60 seconds, and it's still like psh, 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 psh. So it must be the first time that slow mode's actually ever bloody worked. No, it can't be that, because Jade did 3 in a row. Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Do you think Real Madrid will be a threat for the Champions League? Look, they've got Mbappe and Bellingham to come back. Let's not forget this is not Real Madrid's best side. And you can't write Real Madrid off. You write them off at your peril. They've got a way in this tournament of doing things. Bellingham's suspended, isn't he? Yeah, it's still 3-0, Juventus and Galatasaray. Coventry won 2-1. Millwall beat Birmingham 3-0. Atalanta obviously knocked Dortmund out. Incredible game there. PSG have gone through. 2-2 draw with Monaco. So I take it Mourinho was actually suspended from the touchline. I'm bored of this now. You can tell I'm bored because I just start looking around and being quiet. I'm actually been really bored for the last 10 minutes. At least I'm honest. I wasn't that interested in the Champions League knockouts anyway, and I actually did enjoy this until it went to 3-1, and now I'm bored. You know what I'm thinking about now? What I'm having for supper and what I'm going to watch. And the chat's really boring because it just keeps saying rest in peace, Casper. The chat's been weird tonight. I've turned slow mode off, and thanks everyone for tuning in, but I've got to say the chat's been shit tonight, and I don't know whether that's because of YouTube or I don't know. I've done so many watch-alongs, and that has got to be the hardest chat I've ever had to work with, ever. It's dead. Absolutely dead. And I can't blame you because I know this community is really good. So I just don't know. It's the weirdest watch-along I've ever done. The chat has been so shit. It's either been rest in peace Casper or start bench sell. There's been no good conversation at all. Really bad. And I cannot believe that it's you lot. I can't. So I'm just going to put it down to some YouTube glitch. Because it's been so shit. And the game's been boring for the last 15 minutes. Maybe the game's crap. Yeah, I do think that this isn't our normal sort of game watch along, to be fair. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, on the watch along on Sunday, I can announce the big news. Hopefully. What will it take for you to reconsider your career mode? This is more like it, Wan. Some good questions. I'm not bringing my career mode back. Talk about a shit stream. That's the most depressed I've been all year. I was just, you know what? I'm past all that now. I can't be doing career modes with that. That was just unplayable. Absolutely unplayable. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. People are doing emojis. I can block people. This is great. Now we know all the idiots were. I knew it was bots. I fucking knew there was something wrong with live chat tonight. I knew it. Thank you. This is great. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy these next few minutes. I knew it. See, I've played the game. I know when there's something going wrong. I knew there was something wrong. We've been hit by bots tonight. That's what it is. Just been hit by bots. Incredible. Well, I'm sorry if you're not a bot and you've done emojis. Well, you shouldn't have done it. You won't be commenting anymore. Right. Thank you everybody for watching. This game's over. I'm glad this stream's over. I feel like my career might be over. I feel like I never want to stream again after tonight. But thanks everyone for watching. Not against you lot. I just think it's one of the worst streams I've ever done. I just feel like absolutely hated that last half an hour. And you should never do something you want. I'm not watching Juve. I'm bored to shit. See you later. Take care. Thanks for watching.